Hey everyone, this is part 2 of my series, The Power of Leverage, where we're exploring how professionals and entrepreneurs can multiply their success through networking, content, and technology. Today's topic, one of the most misunderstood, networking that works. When you hear the word networking, what comes to mind? Is it awkward small talk, fake smiles, and collecting business cards you'll never look at again? Yeah, me too. Especially for introverts. Networking can feel forced or exhausting. But here's the thing. Real networking isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about meaningful connection. And that's something introverts can actually excel at. Here's the truth. Networking is one of the most powerful forms of leverage that you can build. Because when you invest in people, when you genuinely connect, encourage, and serve, those relationships start opening doors that effort alone never could. So let's redefine it. Networking isn't about who can help me. It's about who can I grow with. For introverts, this means leaning in to your natural strengths, listening deeply, observing thoughtfully, and building one-on-one relationships that go beyond surface level small talk. When I joined Toastmasters International, I honestly didn't join to network. I joined to get better at public speaking and as a way to gain leadership experience. I remember walking into my first meeting, feeling nervous, surrounded by people from different backgrounds and careers. But over time, I realized something powerful. Toastmasters wasn't just a public speaking group. It was a network of growth-minded people. As an introvert, I found that small group settings and structured roles made it easier to connect. I didn't have to work the room. I just had to show up, contribute meaningfully, and be consistent. Serving as Vice President of Public Relations, Education, and Membership gave me a front row seat to collaboration in action. We encouraged each other, shared ideas, celebrated wins, and even opened professional doors for one another. That's networking that works. Relationships built on shared goals, not self-promotion. Another lesson came from volunteering. I once helped serve dinner to individuals with special needs. Normally, I stay behind the scenes, preparing food. But that time, I stepped out to serve the guests. At first, it was outside of my comfort zone. I didn't know what to say, but as I focused on their needs instead of my own nerves, I felt something shift. I realized that authentic networking starts with service. For introverts, this approach is especially powerful because it replaces the pressure to perform with the opportunity to connect through kindness. When people feel valued, they naturally remember you, not because you wanted something, but because you cared. And that's where the best connections begin. Here are 3 principles that would change the way you network and make it sustainable for introverts. Number 1, give before you ask. Offer value first. Share a resource, make an introduction, or simply encourage someone. People remember those who help without expecting anything in return. Number 2, be consistent, not convenient. Don't just reach out when you need something. Nurture your relationships regularly. Even a quick, hey, saw this article and thought of you message works. It's small, intentional, and introvert friendly. Number 3, show up authentically. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room to make an impression. Authenticity stands out far more than volume. Speak sincerely, and people will listen. The good news: you don't have to attend every conference or social mixer to network effectively. Online platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube, and professional communities allow introverts to build genuine relationships that are thoughtful and at their own pace. Here's how to make them work for you. Share content that reflects your expertise and experiences. Comment thoughtfully on others' posts. Meaningful engagement goes a long way. Send follow-up messages that express genuine appreciation or interest. Remember, consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. You can do all of this while honoring your energy and your personality. So, here's your networking action step for this week. Reach out to 3 people, a colleague, a mentor, or someone you admire online. Send a short message to check in, congratulate them, or share something useful. For my fellow introverts, here's your bonus tip. Do this in writing first. It gives you time to think, reflect, and respond with intention. And that's your natural networking superpower. You'll be amazed at how small, genuine gestures compound over time. In part 3, we'll talk about the content advantage, how to use your voice, writing, and creativity to build authority and impact your audience long after you stop speaking. If this video helped you rethink networking, especially if you're an introvert like me, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to build meaningful connections, not just contacts.